Hi everyone, welcome to today's history lesson. I'm Mrs. Pinkerton, and today we're going to learn an easy way to remember the key events of the American Revolution. The American Revolution was a pivotal time in American history, which was filled with significant battles, important meetings, and critical decisions that shaped the future of the United States. To help you remember this event, we're going to use a simple mnemonic, and its letters are LSDSAWYT. This stands for Let's Separate, declared several Americans wanting Yankee territories. Each letter represents a major event in the American Revolution, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what each letter stands for and why it is important. Once again, our mnemonic, Let's Separate, declared several Americans wanting Yankee territories. So now breaking down the mnemonic itself, the phrase let's separate symbolizes the colonists' growing desire to break free from British control. Over time, the American colonists became increasingly frustrated with British policies, taxes, and lack of representation. This desire to separate was the driving force behind their actions, leading to the key events like the Declaration of Independence and battles that paved the way for a new nation. The second part of the phrase is declared several Americans wanting Yankee territories, as in declared for the Declaration of Independence, several Americans wanting Yankee territories. This reflects the colonists' ultimate goal, which was to secure their own land, govern themselves, and create a country free from British rule or interference. Once again, our mnemonic, let's separate, declared several Americans wanting Yankee territories. The very first letter we have is L for Let's, and it stands for Lexington and Concord. The battles at Lexington and Concord, also known as Chartered Around the World, were the first battles of the American Revolution. They were significant because this was where American colonists first stood up to British troops, marking the start of the War for Independence. The letter S for separate stands for the Second Continental Congress. The Second Continental Congress was where the American colonies decided to fight for their independence from British rule. It is here that the Continental Army was created, with George Washington appointed as its leader. D stands for Declared Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence stands as a pivotal document in American history. It was dated July 4th, 1776. It officially announced America's separation from Britain, and it outlined the motivations behind the colony's desire for freedom. Please remember the main author was Thomas Jefferson. Next, we have the S for several. It stands for Saratoga. The Battle of Saratoga was a turning point of the American Revolution. It convinced France to support the American cause, bringing in much needed help and resources to help play a significant role in the eventual victory against Britain. A stands for Americans, or the Articles of Confederation. If you remember, we had another mnemonic for that, AOC, America's Original Constitution. In need of unifying government during the Revolution, the Articles of Confederation were America's first attempt at a national government. Though they had many problems, they were still an important step that led to the creation of the eventual U.S. Constitution. Next, we have W for wanting, or Winthrop Valley Forge. Winthrop Valley Forge in Pennsylvania was brutal for the American Army, with many soldiers lacking supplies such as basic shoes and socks, which led to them leaving bloody footprints in the snow. Despite these harsh conditions, the Army grew stronger, more disciplined, and better prepared to continue the fight for independence. Quick fact, here is where Washington had the pamphlet by Thomas Paine, The American Crisis, read to his soldiers to encourage them to not give up. Y stands for Yankee, or Yorktown. Yorktown was the last major battle of the American Revolution. This battle led to the British surrender, effectively ending the war. You remember, here's where Cornwallis surrendered to our American general, George Washington. And at the very end, we have T for troops, or the Treaty of Paris of 1783. Finally, the Treaty of Paris in 1783 officially ended the American Revolution. It recognized the United States as an independent country and set its boundaries. Okay, let's go ahead and recap. The mnemonic LSDSAWYT helps us remember the key events of the American Revolution. Lexington Concord, the Second Continental Congress, the Declaration of Independence, Saratoga, the Articles of Confederation, the Winter Valley Forge, Yorktown, and the Treaty of Paris of 1783. Each of these events played a crucial role in the fight for independence and in the shaping of the United States. By using this mnemonic, you'll have an easy way to recall the major milestones of the revolution. And thanks for watching, and keep up the great work in your history classes. Thank you guys. Bye.